Hello everyone, I am really happy to be here with you. Today I want to talk to you about 5 habits that can change your life. These are not difficult things. These are small actions that anyone can do. But when you do them every day, they make a big difference. I have tried all of these habits myself, and I can tell you they really work. So let me share them with you now. The first habit is making your bed every morning. I know this sounds too simple. You might think this is something only very organized people do. I used to think the same thing. I thought making my bed was a waste of time. Why make your bed when you will sleep in it again tonight? But then I decided to try it for 1 week and everything changed. When you wake up in the morning and make your bed right away, something interesting happens in your brain. You start your day with a small win. You complete your first task before you even have breakfast. This gives you energy and confidence. Your brain thinks, if I can do this, I can do other things too. Making your bed is like telling yourself, I am a person who gets things done. I have been making my bed every single morning for years now. It takes me less than 5 minutes. Sometimes it takes only 2 minutes, but those few minutes set the tone for my whole day. When I walk past my bedroom during the day and see my neat bed, I feel good. I feel like I have control over my life. My room looks clean and organized. This makes me want to keep other areas of my life clean and organized too. There is another benefit too. When your bed is made, it is harder to be lazy during the day. If you have something important to do, but you do not want to do it, your made bed reminds you that you are disciplined. You already did one thing today. You can do more things. The made bed is like a silent coach that keeps pushing you forward. Let me tell you something important. This is not really about having a tidy bedroom. This is about taking control of your space and your standards. Every small action you take tells your brain who you are. When you make your bed, you are telling your brain, I am someone who takes care of things. I am someone who keeps promises. I am someone who starts the day strong. These messages are powerful. They shape how you see yourself. So my first advice to you is simple. Starting tomorrow morning, make your bed as soon as you get up. Do not think about it too much. Do not wait until you feel like doing it. Just do it. Make it a non-negotiable part of your morning. After 1 week, you will start to notice changes. After 1 month, you will not want to stop. This tiny habit is the foundation for bigger changes. The second habit is keeping promises to yourself. This is extremely important. Most people do not realize this, but your whole life is actually about whether you keep your promises to yourself or not. I am not talking about big promises. I am not talking about promising to become a millionaire or to run a marathon. I am talking about small, simple promises that you make every single day. For example, you can promise yourself that you will not check social media before 10 in the morning. Or you can promise that you will drink a glass of water before your first coffee. Or you can promise that you will read 10 pages of a book before you go to sleep. These promises seem small and easy, but they are actually very powerful. Let me explain why. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust with yourself. You prove that you are reliable. You show that your words have meaning. Nobody else needs to know about these promises. Your friends do not need to know. Your family does not need to know. But you know. And that is what matters. When you keep your promises, you can look at yourself in the mirror and respect the person you see. I like to think of this as a daily contract with myself. Every morning I make one small promise. Some days I promise to exercise for 20 minutes. Other days I promise to not eat sugar. Sometimes I promise to call someone I love. The specific promise changes, but the action of keeping it stays the same. And every time I keep my promise, I feel stronger. I feel more confident. I feel like I am in control of my life. But here is what happens when you break promises to yourself. Your brain stops believing you. When you say, tomorrow I will start eating healthy, your brain remembers all the times you said that before and did not do it. Your brain thinks you are not serious, so it does not give you motivation. It does not give you energy. You start to doubt yourself. You start to think, maybe I am just not a disciplined person. Maybe I cannot change. This is why keeping small promises is so important. When you keep your word, even about tiny things, your brain learns to trust you again. You stop procrastinating so much. You stop making excuses. You start to believe that when you say you will do something, you actually will do it. This belief is the key to making real changes in your life. Let me give you a challenge. Right now, think of one small promise you can make to yourself for tomorrow. Just one thing. Make it so easy that you cannot fail. Maybe you promise to make your bed. Maybe you promise to drink water first thing in the morning. Maybe you promise to take a 5-minute walk. Write it down, if that helps. Then tomorrow, do it. Keep that promise. See how it feels. Then do it again the next day, and the next day. Build the habit of being someone who keeps their word. The third habit is learning to say no to people. This is probably the hardest habit for most people. Many of us were taught that saying yes makes us good people. We think saying no is rude or selfish. We worry that people will not like us if we say no. So we say yes to everything, even when we do not want to. Even when we do not have time. Even when it makes us tired and stressed. I used to be like this too. I would say yes to every invitation. I would help everyone who asked, even when I had my own work to do. I thought this made me a good friend and a good person. But actually, it made me exhausted and unhappy. I had no time for myself. I had no energy for my own goals and dreams. I was giving everything to everyone else. Then I realized something important. When you say yes to something you do not want to do, you are saying no to yourself. You are telling yourself that other people's time is more valuable than your time. You are teaching yourself that your needs do not matter. This is a terrible message to send to yourself. It damages your self-respect and your mental health. So I started saying no. At first it felt very uncomfortable. I worried people would be angry or hurt. But something surprising happened. Most people understood. They respected my honesty. The people who got angry or upset were actually the ones who did not respect my boundaries in the first place. These were the people who were used to me always saying yes. They were used to taking my time and energy whenever they wanted. Learning to say no was not about being mean or cold. It was about protecting my peace and my energy. It was about understanding that my time is valuable, My energy is limited. I cannot give everything to everyone and have nothing left for myself. When I say no to things I do not want to do, I am saying yes to things that matter to me. I am saying yes to my goals. I am saying yes to my rest. I am saying yes to my own life. Here is what I learned. The people who truly care about you will respect your no. They will understand that you have your own life and your own needs. They will not be angry when you set boundaries. In fact, learning to say no helped me find out who my real friends were. The real friends stayed. The people who only wanted to use me went away. And that was actually a good thing. So start practicing saying no. You do not need to explain yourself too much. You do not need to make up excuses. A simple "no, I cannot do that" is enough. If someone keeps pushing after you say no, that tells you something about them. It tells you they do not respect your boundaries. Remember, your time and energy are precious. Protect them. Say no to things that drain you, so you can say yes to things that fill you up. The fourth habit is speaking kindly to yourself. This habit changed my life more than any other. For many years, I was very mean to myself in my own head. I would call myself lazy. I would tell myself I was not good enough. I would criticize every mistake I made. When something went wrong, I would think, of course you messed up. You always mess up. You will never be successful. I did not realize I was doing this. I thought everyone talked to themselves this way. But then I started paying attention to my thoughts. I started noticing how cruel I was being to myself. I would never talk to a friend the way I talked to myself. I would never say those mean things to someone I loved. But I said them to myself every single day. Then I learned something important. The voice in your head is the creator of your life. If that voice is always putting you down and telling you that you are not good enough, you cannot build a strong and successful life. Your inner voice shapes everything. It shapes how you see yourself. It shapes what you believe you can do. It shapes the choices you make every day. So I made a big change. I started talking to myself like I was talking to a good friend. When I made a mistake, instead of saying, "You are so stupid," I would say, "It is okay. Everyone makes mistakes. You will do better next time." When I felt tired, instead of calling myself lazy, I would say, "You are working hard. It is okay to rest. You deserve to take care of yourself." At first, this felt very strange. It felt fake. But I kept doing it anyway. And slowly, things started to change. I started to feel more confident. I started to believe in myself more. I stopped being so afraid of failure. When my inner voice was kind and supportive, I felt braver. I was willing to try new things. I was willing to take risks. Here is the truth. You become what you tell yourself. If you keep saying, "I am lazy and I am a failure," your life will reflect those beliefs. You will act like a lazy person. You will expect to fail. But if you speak to yourself with kindness and respect, you start to trust yourself. You start making decisions that match the person you want to be, not the person you used to be. Let me be clear. Speaking kindly to yourself does not mean lying to yourself. It does not mean ignoring your mistakes or pretending everything is perfect. It means treating yourself with the same compassion you would show to someone you love. It means remembering that you are human. You will make mistakes, you will have bad days, And that is completely normal and okay. Start paying attention to your inner voice today. Notice when you are being mean to yourself. When you catch yourself thinking negative thoughts, stop and change them. Instead of, "You are terrible at this," try, "I am still learning this." Instead of, "I will never be good enough," try, "I am doing my best, and that is enough." These small changes in your self-talk will create big changes in your life over time. The fifth and final habit is understanding that nobody is coming to save you. This might sound harsh, but it is actually very freeing. For a long time, I kept waiting for someone to come and fix my problems. I thought maybe I would meet a mentor who would teach me everything. Maybe I would find a perfect opportunity that would change my life. Maybe someone would believe in me, and that would make everything better. But here is the truth. There is no perfect mentor coming. There is no magic opportunity around the corner. There is no person who is going to save you and fix all your problems. There is only you. You are the hero of your story. You are also the rescue team. Both roles belong to you and nobody else. When I truly understood this, everything changed. I stopped making excuses. I stopped waiting for permission. I stopped hoping that someone else would come and make my life better. Instead, I took complete responsibility for my life. I decided that if anything was going to change, I had to be the one to change it. This does not mean you cannot ask for help. It does not mean you have to do everything alone. It means you stop putting your success in other people's hands. You stop thinking, "Once someone discovers me, everything will be fine." You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You understand that you have to create your own opportunities. You have to believe in yourself first, before anyone else will believe in you. I remind myself of this every single day. Sometimes I say it out loud. Sometimes I write it down. Nobody is coming to save me. I am responsible for my own life. This is not depressing. This is empowering. It means I am in control. It means my future depends on the choices I make today. It means I do not have to wait for anyone's permission to start building the life I want. Life will always give you excuses. It will give you reasons to quit. It will give you people who do not believe in you. But discipline and commitment come from inside. Nobody can give those things to you. You have to build them yourself. Every day, you have to choose to keep going. Every day, you have to choose to do the work, even when it is hard, even when you do not feel like it. So, do you want to change your life? Then accept that nobody is coming to save you. Accept that you are the only person who can build the life you want. Stop waiting. Stop making excuses. Start today. Start with making your bed. Start with keeping one small promise to yourself. Start with saying no to one thing that drains you. Start with speaking one kind word to yourself. These small steps will lead to big changes. Remember, you are not stuck. You are just in a process. You are not a victim. You are the author of your own story. The pen is in your hand. What you write today will become your tomorrow. So write something worth reading. Build something worth having. Become someone worth being. These 5 habits made a huge difference in my life. Making my bed. Keeping promises to myself. Saying no. Speaking kindly to myself. Taking full responsibility. They are simple. They are small. But they are powerful. If you start doing them today, I promise you will see changes. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not next week. But in a few months, you will look back and be amazed at how far you have come. Your life will not change because of one big moment. It will change because of many small moments. It will change because every day you chose to do the right thing. Every day you chose to keep your promises. Every day you chose to respect yourself. That is how real transformation happens. One small choice at a time. One day at a time. One habit at a time. So start today. Pick one habit from this list. Just one. Do it tomorrow. Then do it again the next day. Build momentum. Build confidence. Build the life you deserve. Remember, nobody is coming to save you. And that is actually the best news you could hear. Because it means you have all the power. You are everything you need. Now go out there and prove it to yourself. 5 habits that will change your life.